There's no way Deku's going to win this race. Woohoo! You go, Deku! Okay, so winter break is over, and it's time to go back to school. Time to go back to UA, pick up where these intramurals left off, see just how well our characters from My Hero Academia are doing. You know, Christmas break can't last forever, but the nice thing is there's a lot of fun to be had back at school, so let's just get to it. And just a nice little recap of the rules of the game, just in case you don't remember. Yeah, this is just becoming kind of like a standard rote intro, I guess. But during the OP, I do like to remind folks that I have a Patreon now. Got about 20 people over there having a good time with me on Patreon, watching stuff, talking about stuff. I would love if you would join us over there at Patreon. We'd love to have you. There is a link in the video description. Please feel free to click on it, check it out, see how things are going. All right, now we're back in the action, focusing here with Todoroki. And I just kind of got to say that, like, Todoroki's becoming the most interesting character to me so far. You know, and I like that when I'm getting pulled into the stories of these side characters. I think in Season 1, Bakugo caused me to have a lot of speculation, though I really was most focused on Azuki, on Deku there. But now it's like I've got so many questions and thoughts and theories and feelings about Todoroki. I want to see how it goes. And the name of this episode is In Their Own Quirky Ways. But back at that awesome stadium. I don't know why I'm so impressed with this stadium. I mean, it's fake. It's not real, but I just love the way it's drawn. I just can absolutely feel the energy. But the idea that the first competition is outside of the stadium. I guess, are they watching on big, like, screen TVs inside the stadium? Man, those robots almost look like Robot Godzillas, some of them. Like, look how big some of those are. Are they called the OPs or whatever? Oh, Robo Infernos. That's a good name for him. Yeah, Todoroki just not even sweating all these killer robots, laying his ice down. Oh, his dad is in the crowd somewhere. Also, thanks to some plushies that were gifted at Christmas, I know who Todoroki's father is. So I guess that's a bit of a spoiler. But yeah, frozen solid. Yeah, Todoroki is the man. I mean, there's just no two ways around it. If this were about wrestling, he'd be Ric Flair because, woo, he's the man. Oh, wow, he is just leaving everybody in his dust. Uh-oh, so what's in store for Deku and Bakugo here? Yeah. He is showing that he's a cut above the rest, right? Oh, wow, they're like worried that a legitimate problem may have been created, that life and limb is being risked for this competition. Oh, I kind of forgot about Kirishima, that he was gone. But Kirishima, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but he broke out of the ice there. Now he looks angry. His quirk is hardening, so I guess if you got to freeze somebody in the ice, might as be Rock Guy, or Rock Boy, or whatever you want to call him. Rocky McStonehead or something. Oh, we got a metal guy. So we got a stone guy and a metal guy? Yeah, the two people who are well suited for being frozen happen to be the ones that were frozen. Does that say that Todoroki had that much control over what he was doing, that he was able to freeze Rockman and Steel Boy underneath the ice? They should team up, you know? Ooh, they need the guy that's made out of wood, like the tree guy needs to team up with the stone guy, and their name can be Sticks and Stones or something like that, Stick and Stone. And they go around trying to break your bones. All right, Bakugo, get the old hot hands into action. Let's see how he clears the obstacle course. This is interesting because, like, we're clearly in a position where the two most competent students seem to be Bakugo and Todoroki. I think Todoroki clearly outclassing Bakugo. Of course, the guy's shooting tape from his elbows. Talk about a weird power to have. I can try to come up with 100 superheroes. I would never come up with a guy who shot tape out of his elbows. So I'm not cut out for the world of creative peoples in My Hero Academia. Some of the rest, not as bizarre, but tape from your elbows, that's one you're not going to beat, I don't think. But anyway, it looks like the really interesting challenge that's being set up, more than just between 1A and 1B, but I think the idea that we got this Todoroki versus Bakugo for class supremacy. Meanwhile, we know Deku is destined to be the greatest hero of them all, so is he going to slide up on him? And then we get to have a little fun with people like earlobes and tape in their elbows. Of course, Aizawa being cool. But yeah, they're talking about how like experience means just as much as skill, or experience develops skill in a way that nothing else can. And because they've got that experience, they don't have any hesitation. This seems like a breeze now once you've actually had your feet in the fire. So a whole lot of speculation on the psychology of being a hero happening in this moment, particularly from Aizawa. Stuff I've thought about before, but never out loud, because kind of a weird thing to think about. Just, you know, driving down the road in your car, stopped at a red light and start thinking about what are the traits that make a good hero besides their power set. Good superhero, at least. A writer's daydream, you could say. Wow. The classes, the students as a whole, coming together most impressively. Where did she get a cannon? Wait, where did that cannon come from? Is that her quirk, that she just happens to have a cannon occasionally? I totally missed the cannon. But it was nice. Yeah, she's the other one that seems to have some experience besides Todoroki. But yeah, the theme of this episode seems to be the value of experience so far, because we saw how Todoroki has outrun the rest of Class 1A, and meanwhile Class 1A has outrun the rest of the school. And then we've got the folks who got in on recommendations, meaning they have some kind of previous experience, maybe more than the other students, and how they're shining brightly. Oh, wow, that was just the first obstacle. How far around the stadium have they made it so far? Oh, what in the heck is this? Like, did nobody notice this? That's not something you just build. Yeah, they just called it out. Like, when the heck do they have time to build this? This is like a natural earth formation. And, of course, Sue, the frog girl, it's like no biggie for her. The surrogate Spider-Man, I like to call her. Oh, what can she do? What in the world? Is her quirk just that she can build gadgets? Because I actually ran across a quirk like that in a, well, not a quirk, a power like that in a book that I read. But yeah, the person from support. Oh. Okay, so she's from support, and support are allowed to use gadgets. But they have to develop their own gadgets, which is a nice rule, because I think that is a superpower in and of itself, being like a crazy gadget inventor. Being the Lucius Fox of the team, thus support. You know, Lucius Fox, if you're familiar with Batman, big time supporting role for the Caped Crusader, the Dark Knight. But I imagine she's got to have a quirk more than just her gadgets, right? Or maybe not. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why she's in the support program. She's doing great, though. Her little, not quite Iron Man jumpsuit got her through there. Yeah, the lady who can make people float, she should do pretty good here. Anybody with flight should be fine, or super jumper. You know what? I don't know if I've seen a whole lot of flight in this show. But, I mean, it's a superhero show. They've got to have flight. Oh, wow. Todoroki just froze his rope, to borrow a football term, a frozen rope. Oh, Bakugo's taken Todoroki's success personally. Oh, wow, and he's got a brother, too. You know, Quickie McQuickerson's got a brother. Oh, look at that. Look at the form. Look at the calf smoke as he propels himself across the rope with perfect balance. Oh, three-eyed Bobby in the crowd. Tommy Bandana. Oh, Endeavor. I knew his father was Endeavor. At least I knew what his father looked like. Didn't know his father's name. So Endeavor's a good name. I knew he was a fire hero, I guess. So I knew there was like this fire and ice theme, and maybe that's why part of his face is red. Why he's got half of his hair is red. That's to show the blending of fire and ice. What I wonder is eventually with Todoroki exhibit, in addition to his ice powers, some fire powers, you know, because that would suit his aesthetic, his appearance. Oh man, Sid and high school students across a minefield seems needlessly dangerous. Like, are they actual mines, or if you step on one, does a flag come up and say you're out? You know, like paintball rules? Like, if it were a real mine, you'd be dead, but we don't want to go around killing high school kids. Oh, wow. That DJ superhero that's hosting this is way too into it. Yeah, I'm curious to see why Deku is carrying that slab around with him. It's almost like the size of a surfboard, so I'm expecting him to surf along something. Ooh, Bakugo's just kind of skimming across it with his hot hands power. With his explosion hands, he's able to propel himself through the air. Oh, wow. Bakugo, you got to get a little more mature, man. You can't take things so personally. Once again, you're starting to show some traits, character traits, that seem more consistent with the villain than a hero there, Bakugo. Oh, so it's going beyond just a race now. There's a little running combat, a little dirty pool going on. Okay, so how's Deku going to handle the minefield? He does have his surfboard, or shield, or whatever that is. So, is he going to, like, just intentionally? Yeah, I think he's going to ride the lightning. He's going to set off an explosion on purpose and ride the explosion to the end of the minefield or something like that. Oh. Or is he just shielding himself? Yeah. He's riding the lightning. There he goes. He is trying to, I don't know, channel the explosive nature of the minefield to propel him forward aboard his robot-reclaimed flying boogie board. Whoa! He's just flung like a catapult. It is not the smooth surfing I was expecting. It is really just being flung. Oh boy, look at the determination on that face. That is a killer instinct face. That is a guy that ain't gonna quit. He wants to win this race. I've never been that big into racing. I'm always happy to, as long as I don't come in last. My goal anytime I was in school, if there was any kind of like foot race or any kind of race, is I just wanted to come in second to last. I didn't want to be dead last, but I didn't really care about winning. So I feel like as long as I wasn't actually the last person to finish, I had some kind of pride in it, but didn't have to try that hard. So that's your lesson for today, kids. When it comes to races, just don't try that hard. Horrible advice from your surrogate father, the anime dad. I'm supposed to say, do your best, kiddo. Instead, I'm like, just don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. Don't come in last. The rest is really not that important. That's my advice to anyone who's going in. Man, that's not just a landmine. That was a ton of landmines. So I guess we got a closer view at exactly what happened because they kind of rushed to it. But I felt like I followed it just fine. Didn't need a repainting of the events. But I guess that was sort of a return from commercial break when it was broadcast or something. Because we did have the eye catcher there. All right. How far is it going to fling him? Is he going to go off the track? Because, it's going to curve, but he's flying straight. And because he's not surfing, his riding of the lightning does not allow him to corner very well at all. I'm not going to say he couldn't corner at all, because he could probably glide a little bit, but... Oh, wow. Todoroki falling back into third place. You go Deku. It's like Tortoise and the Hairstyle. Let the two gunners gun for each other, and you just sneak over their head on your metal surfboard while you ride the lightning of the explosive, concussive force of landmines that around a high school. Oh no! They're all neck and neck. Oh, he's going to tumble right in front of him and get trampled. Oh no! Look at the hate on Bakugo's face. What's he doing now? Oh! Jumping off their backs. Talk about playing the game. Now that is some gamesmanship there, Deku. I didn't think you had it in you, honestly. That's borderline dirty. Oh, I love it. I love it. Now he's just going purely on force. And you'd think a race would all be in favor of Speedy McCafferson. But wow, he's not even in the first wave, the first heat of people that are going to cross that finish line. Or maybe he'll sneak up and win. All he needs is a nice clear stretch at the end, and I think he can pass him. Oh, wow, I like it. You got a guy skating. You got a guy right in the lightning. You got a guy booming his way to the front. There's no way Deku's going to win this race. Woohoo! You go, Deku! I really thought 4th place was the best you could hope for here, Deku. I really had you pegged at 4th place. Oh, Mama's so happy. You know, if Mama's happy, everybody's happy. Do it for your Mama. Say hi, Mom. Nice. So is he going to win every competition? That's a bit much. I know that he needs to make a statement. Oh, who's this Shigaraki? I don't recognize the Shigaraki. Was he the guy with the hands on his face and stuff? Anyway, show the villains. There's a hero to take them down, Deku. But wow, what a crazy way to win. Also, there should be a disclaimer. Don't try to win a race that way in real life. You will kill yourself. I don't care how big a piece of sheet metal you have. You throw it down on a landmine and try to surf the explosion. It is not going to work out like it did in this cartoon. So, as your anime father, I just want to say, please, don't try these. These things were done by animated professionals. Don't try these things at home. Yeah, it's weird. As a professional hero, you got to have popularity, but also you can't think of the competitors in this competition as your friends. You just got to look out for number one, even if it means putting your feet on their back and jumping forward as you ride the lightning. I feel like that was saying ride the lightning one too many times, and I just said it again. All right. Cool it with the waterworks. He doesn't like the tears, even if they're tears of joy. Oh, who are these mysterious students talking? So we've got students trying to analyze intellectually how to take him down. Oh, even talking about the marketing problems with Deku because he doesn't look like a hero. He doesn't have any physical differences. He's not even impressive. He's not even like big and strong like All Might. Closer to Small Might than All Might. Oh, the business course people. They're trying to figure out how to market him. I love it. I love it that it's all like marketing and PR and making that money. The hero business is a business. All right. Katsuki's going to be angry. Did he at least come in second? Would he rather be second or third? He really is getting angry at Deku. This could go poorly. Let's see how Todoroki handles it, because I feel like he's got more self-confidence in who he is. He is not as fragile. His ego not as fragile as Bakugo, so he'll probably actually congratulate Deku and legitimately mean it. Oh, Speedster Speedy McCaverson back there fuming that he didn't win the race. It's like, if you don't win this challenge, Speedy, what challenge are you going to win? Maybe trivia? I don't know. Is there going to be a trivia competition? That'd be kind of cool. As far as sports go, trivia is clearly the one I'm best at. Does that count as a sport? I was all state in trivia. She looks like she's in training to be the next R-rated superhero, walking around with her sports bra dangling out like that. Maybe she should button her jacket. Might get a cold, you know. I don't know what time of year it is. And speak of the devil, there's our R-rated host. Oh, so Bakugo came in third. I think third's better than second in a weird way. Man, Ida came in sixth. So I like that they're showing where everybody finished, because I am curious. But once you get past about 7 or 8, I kind of quit paying attention. But wow, a lot of characters here. A lot of contestants in that race. The invisible person came in 38 and nobody saw it. Oh no, 42 is the dead last, so there are 42 competitors, 42 finishers. I wonder if that is a reference to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, 42. I feel like it's not the first time that 42 has been the number of something on this show. Of course, I might be imagining that too. I'm not a numerologist or anything like that. Oh, so they choose the events randomly, but the will of torture. And I like it, she's got glasses that don't have lenses in it. They're purely costume. What's a cavalry battle? I mean, are they going to ride horses? Yeah, this is a... Okay. So small teams. Oh, it's for keeps. Oh, so the better you finish, the more points you're worth if you get taken out. Ha ha ha. So the higher your finishing number, the lower your point value. So she's even got a whip. I think she's going for a dominatrix thing. Reminds me of the silhouette from Watchmen, just a touch. All right. How many points is Deku worth? 10 million points! Talk about having a target painted on your back. All right, you might as well just put your head between your legs and kiss your butt goodbye, Deku, because everybody's gunning for you. Nobody's going to want to be on your team. Also, you might want number 42 on your team to at least lower your overall value and hope that, like, Todoroki and Bakugo make a team so together they're worth more. Well, that's the episode. A lot of fun. I had a couple really good laughs. I had some great chuckles when Deku rode the explosion and went to the front and won the race. Full of energy, full of joy. I think it showed the enthusiasm I had. Then at the end, the twist, it's like, congratulations, you won. Here's your punishment. You're worth 10 million points in this cavalry battle. Teams of 2 to 4. I don't know if I think Deku's going to have trouble finding even one person who's going to be his teammate from a gamesmanship point of view, but Deku's the kind of guy that has friends. So is he going to team up again with Sue and Sticky Balls like he did when they fought the villains that raided the school? Or is he going to team up with his friend who can make things lighter than air, or will it be the 4 of them? I don't know. Is there going to be like a core group of friends that emerge? Usually there's that 3 to 4 group in an anime. I'm not entirely sure who that group is in this one yet. Maybe that's part of what makes this fun, is it is a larger group and you don't follow the small hyper-focused trio or what have you. But anyway, still having fun with it. Glad school is back in session. Going to watch a few more episodes, do a review. And with that, I'm going to say I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you might be interested in Patreon perks like early access to videos, uncut reaction videos, ad-free videos, and the opportunity to vote on which anime will be covered in the future, then click on the link in the video description. Thank you.